So let's talk on static keyword. Anybody have idea about static keyword?
No.
No, yes. The first question the first answer should be if you know all those things, that why we are attending the class, right? Hmm.
Yes.
That's simple. So static. Chalo, let's talk on static only, okay? And after that, I'll talk to everyone, right? Everybody has to join. Static. Static is a keyword. Who will tell me what is a keyword? Any guess?
Predefined function. Yes.
Predefined word, right?
Word
The
word.
the word which meaning is predefined by the compiler.
Yes.
So there is a four use of it. Static keyword you can use with the class, right? You can apply on the class. Hmm. You can apply it on variable. You can apply it on block. You can apply it on method. Block, variable. There's a four use of it, right? Simple. You can use with variable, variable, and you can use with the method. Yeah.
Yeah.
So first use of it, so let's do with variable. No problem. See, variable means I'm talking about static. You can There's a punchline for it. Static is the attribute of the class. Static is attributes attribute of the class, not object. You have to remember it. This will help you. We have two things. One is called a class, second one is called object. So static is related with class, not object. So no need to wait for the object, right? That's meaning it. For example, if I make a class, class is hello, hello, hola, whatever. In this class, I have a variable name. Name is India. Then here we have a variable static string name equals to. You got a point? Hello.
Yes.
So you see in this
Yes.
one is statics, huh? One is static and second one is non-static. There's differences. Hmm?
Yes.
So here, what I can do is I can write public void me. Hmm? So you need to understand the use of it, right? Me, when you call the me, this is system dot out dot println, and here you can say name equals to name p equals to p name. Give me a second. Hmm. Hmm. So we need to understand how static works, right? Important is, first of all, you have to mark it is the property of a class or property of an object. You should say it is property of the class, not object. Okay.
Okay.
So what's meaning is, like, when you make the object, right, of any class, first of all, class is loaded, then
Object.
object is created. There are two things. Hey, first of all, class is loaded inside the method area and object will be created. You would say again what you're talking about. First of all, class definition should be loaded in the method area and then object should be created. No? So if I write a main method, main method? Main is a class, right? And here I can write my public static void main, public static void main. Yeah. So you need to just understand the concept. The other thing would be automatically clear. String name. I told you can write like this. Here you can use any name. Yep. Yep.
Yes.
कर सकते हैं. We can do it. After it, like here, if I want to access the P name, right? Yeah. So I can simply say class name. बताना मेरे को. Class name is hola dot attribute name. You can directly access with the help of class name. What? Static
That,
thing, because when class is loaded, and then you are loading the class hola, then this static variable will be allocated, created, and memory will be allocated. That's nice. Yeah. So you can directly access with the help of class name. Only class can access static variable, right? Like here P name. So when you access it, it will give you what, man? This will give you Nepal in this. Hello.
Yep.
So do you understand the syntax? Yeah. But name I cannot access like this. Why, man? Because
name is
name,
not static.
yeah, name is not static. If you want to use name, you have to make an object of hola, because name is the attribute of the object. P name is the attribute of the class. This is, it is static. So here, if I write name, my code will not compile. Right? It will give you compile time error. There's differences. If you want to change the value, hola dot p name, you can do it. I want to change the value of it. So here you can write Nepal is a country. Make sense? Huh? So what is the benefit? Benefit is its value is changed. Okay? If you want to print now system dot out dot println, I want to print. You have to help me for that.
Hola.p name.
Yeah, hola dot p name. It's going to print Nepal is a country. Make sense? Yep. Now, my question is, can we make an object? Yeah, it is important, right? So far your class is loaded. When class is loaded, at the same time, P name is created, and P name will be initially initialized with Nepal, right? But later, what you did till yahan tak, you change the value of it. Here's mentioned Nepal is
Nepal is country.
country. Now, after this line, my plan is to making the object of it. Why, man? I want to call the me, nah? Me I want to call. So, after this line, I'm going to write something. I need your help. I want to make an object of hola. How can do that? Default constructor, you know it, right? In last session, I think we talked about constructor. Done. Now I make the object, right? Then what you can do? With the help of object, you help me please. Out dot println. I'm going to print the value of the OEO dot name. So it is going to print India. Why? Because I make the just an object of it, then India is created. So here India will be always created inside the box. Why? Because outer is the object, and this box is the attribute of. You're not replying. Attribute of the object. So name will be inside object. It's clear to you guys? Yeah.
Yep.
So here, if you print OE dot name, it will print the India. That's it. Nepal is as it is. And now, can we access the attribute P name with the help of object also? This is important, sir. system.out.println. Answer is yes. You can. Ideally, you no need to do it, right? But you can do it like this. P name. Make sense? If somebody is saying why you are wasting your time, name P name, we can call with the help of class name. Why you are calling with the help of object? I'm saying you can do it, right? But in real life, when you write OEO.p name, my dear, compiler return this object with class name. What is it? Even though you are writing using object reference, but compiler will replace your object reference like this. This is the concept which you have to understand. Hmm?
Yeah.
What I said? This is important, man. Even though you are writing object.p name, because this object is the p name is static, so it would be replaced by class name. Then, so what output will be there? Even though you make the object of it, same output. Whatever output, whatever state was there here. Nepal is a country. Up you have to reply. There would be only one copy of the static variable, right? Let me write it. There would be only, not would be, there will be. There will be only one copy of static variable throughout the program. Can we make a multiple copy of a static variable? Answer is not. There will be only one copy of a static variable throughout the program. Reply. There would be only one
Copy.
copy of throughout the program. But what about instance variable? Instance variable copies will depend on instance variable copy will depend on number of
Object.
object instance, number of copy of the object, number of copy of object or instance. If you create 10 instance, right, there would be 10 copy of it. One to one. I don't know. You got this much or you got confused? Be honest.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay. So next thing is I have to teach you is static method. Static method is also simple. A method, if it is static, so it is a property of class. You mark it. It is the property of class. Yep. So a static method, then normally if you want to call a method class, hola, I can make a two method. The one is static and second one is non-static. Public void z. G is non-static method. System dot out dot println. That's okay. If it is static variable, static method, then you can call with the help of class. So I'll tell you, sometime you have to make static variables, static method, and sometime you have to make non-static. So here I'm just writing foo. Yeah. Done. Like I want to call G method. So G method is non-static or static? Non-static. So it is the property of the object. So you can call with the help of only object, no choice, right? You have to, but foo is created when class is loaded. So you can call foo method. How?
Yes.
You can call foo method.
With the help of class.
Class name. Yeah, no need to make object of it. No? So here I can write foo is a static method which you can call with class name only. That's it. So let me call foo method. All right. So you have to make class g main, and you can write public static void main. Mhm. I want to call foo method. Help me. If I want to call foo method, I can write directly class name dot method name because it is static.
Static.
If you are calling method with class name, you must understand immediately it is static.
Static.
But I can call foo another way also. I can make an object of hula,
Yeah.
new hula. I can, but this is not right way to do it, right? But it is causing confusion. If you do, compiler will give the warning, right? Even though you are writing like this, but this statement is not like this. Hey, when you write like this, what compiler will do? It will replace this object reference name with the class name. It will give you the warning. It will say you are not calling this method with appropriate way. Hmm? Hmm. This is equivalent to this. Who will do this? But you may be happy you are writing AL. It's not AL, man. Even though you write it, but compiler will replace with this. Mhm. So with
Like
the
class
AL,
name.
we can call Z also. Yeah, perfectly fine because G is non-static method. Non-static method is a part of object and it must be called with the help of object only.
Static.
Hmm?
Okay.
This is non-static method.
Method.
And non-static method must be called with the help of
Object.
object. But static method can be called with the help of class and it can be called with the help of object also. But when you are calling object with the help of, you are cheating it. Actually, it's not like that.
We have
Internally, it
to
is
do.
going to be, yeah. Internally, it is going to be replaced by class name and all. Make sense?
Yes.
Done. Your question is, Nagin, when we make static method and when we do not. Like normally, when you make the utility class means you want to write some method which does not take any input. Hmm? What is it? Which does not depend on objects. Some no, you have to in real life you have to make a utility class. Utility class means the class where we have only method and that method you can directly use. Is it like utility class, like mathematics class, utility, maths class. Are you with me? Kind of
Yes. Yes.
math class which you use in mathematics. So I can show you. Like sometime method does not depend on method does not depend on object attributes. Then what you do? If you have method does not depend on the object attribute, it does not need any attribute, right? You will come across like this. Then we can make our method static. You got it or you got confused? Like sometime you'll see no need to make the attribute and all because that is not going to be operate on that. Fine. That is utility class and you will see always here and there. Okay, not a big deal. Java uses a lot and we are going to also use a lot.
Okay.
Method does not depend on object attributes. Then we can make our then we can make it. Then we can make this method static. Then
Hmm.
I can show you a lot of method. Integer class. Integer is the utility class, right? In integer, we have integer class and integer primitive also. What difference is? On primitive, you can perform a lot of normal operation, but integer has a lot of method. You can convert into hexadecimal, decimal, uh, you know,
Yes.
octal, binary. You can convert into string. There are a lot of function in this. So which one is more powerful? Integer class or integer primitive type? Class. But class we use when you want to use those operations. In integer, right? We have a
Hmm.
static method. Like here, we always use this. Suppose we have string. This is string 1, 2, 3. Yes or no? Oh man, 1, 2, 3 is not an integer, it is string. Integer, you are storing in the string. You want to convert into the integer. You know what you need to do? You can use integer class. An integer class, we have parseInt method, static method, right? And this method says, give me the string, I will give you the integer primitive type. We use a lot everywhere. You have to answer my question. What this is doing? This is static method. Yep, because we are calling with the help of class. You have to reply. So you got the difference between this. This is also going to print 1, 2, 3. But 1, 2, 3 is integer and this is string. So parse integer, static method. How I came to know it is static? Because you are calling with the help of class name. Static method. This is one of the most frequently used method here and there. You got it? I make you confused.
Got it.
No question, no query. We are good.
But if
Yogesh?
what if you pass alphabet in the string?
If you pass alphabet into it and you pass it, you won't be able to convert into it, and you will get the runtime error, and then the runtime error is known as exception, number format exception. That I will teach you. That is in my agenda.
Sure.
Next thing I'm going to teach you is static block. That is the last for today. See, sometime you want to write some code which you want to execute at the time of loading the class. You don't want to call the method, right? The class hola. My requirement is I want to execute some logic, but when my class is loaded, then you can write static keyword and curly bracket open and close. Curly bracket open and close is always known as block. What? Block. So here I want to write some logic. This is my requirement, right? When you want to execute it, only once, but you want to execute at the time of loading the class. So static block has certain thing. Like static block, normally if you write a method, then method you have to call it. But static block, no need to call it. So static block benefit is it will execute only once. No need to call it. When class is loaded, it will get called. So you should know how to load the class, okay? So class main. If you want to call static block, you have to just load the class. How to load the class? I can tell you, not a big deal. Main public static void man. And here you can write string man. Yep. Yeah. Here, if you want to load the class, there's many way to do it. Okay, let me show you the practical of it. Yeah. Hola, I have already, I guess. So you can make it Piola. Rename it. Static. Static. Dx equals to 100. X plus plus. X equals to x plus 2. Then you want to print it. X equals to plus x. Yeah. Like here, let me write a main method. Piola main. Piola main. Little bit fast main. Like my requirement is I want to load the class only, right? Because I know when I load the class, this block will get executed. So I'm just trying, but I don't know. Like here, I'm trying to make the reference of it. Then I'm writing, I'm main. She's out. Hello, I'm main. And you can run it. No need to take tension as long as I'm here, right? So like here, you make when you make the reference, class is not loaded, right? You have to remember it, right? So class will be loaded by this statement. Class is a class, C capital guys, okay?
Okay.
And for name is a method. You can write the name of the class which you want to load in, right? In that way, it's not loaded, right? When you make the reference, it's not loaded. I came to know today, okay? So how I want to load it, you have to help me. You have to write class name here. So only I'm loading the class, okay?
Okay.
And here it's showing some error. So you just say throw declaration. We'll talk more about exception in much detail. So here loading the class, nah? Loading the class. So what happened? When you load the class, what happened? Static block will be executed. But if you have any static method, then you have to call it. Yes, you know? Why call me? Hmm? Hello. Public, I told you it's optional. You write or not, doesn't matter. Hmm? You have to reply system dot. Hello, this is X. Nah? Like, if you allow to me, I can write this X outside, but this should be static. Why? Because static can call only static. Oh, nice. What? Static can access only
Static.
other static variable or method. Variable or method. Done. No? So you tell me, when you load the class, what happened? First of all, a study block will executed. It is first of all, it is loaded and this is created. The X is 100, then block will execute. So it will make it 100 plus 2 and print it. That's it. So when class is loaded, then it will print X equals to 102. But when you call the method, right, with the help of class name, but method you have to call it, right? If you don't do anything, here I'm loading the class. What is the output? Only study block will be executed and it will print 102. You see? Yeah. Hello. If you want to call the method, then you can here do hello hola dot call me. No?
Yes.
What is the difference between static block and method? Method is a method we have to call again and again, again and again. But static block is executed only once. Here, method I'm calling 5 times. Yeah.
Okay.
But the static block beauty is called only once. So your question will be again where we use, right? So in project, I can show you there would be a lot of requirement. When class is loaded, you want to do something. I don't know. There is a call, JNI call, Java Native Interface, right? Where we can call C and C++ method in Java. C and C++ method we can call inside Java method. Nah? How? Using GNI. For GNI, if you want to make the library, that library we load in the static block. That is the one example I'm giving you, okay?
Okay.
Similarly, if you go with singleton design pattern, right, there you can also use static block to ensure there should be only one copy of a class. I don't know, I make you confused or you got this much idea? So there is some beauty of a static block. First, this static block does not have any name. Static block does not have any name. No? It is called once. That's nice. It's called once. It is called automatically. No need to call it. That's fine. It is a property of class, right? That's why called when class is loaded inside the memory. Then I think this is enough about static keyword, right? There's a static class that I will teach you when I will teach you Java 8. Fine. If I teach you right now, you'll forget it. Fine. So see, I'm not in hurry, but I need to know why other people are not joining. Okay, I need to talk with them. So you just go and do this much first, please. Tomorrow, next session, what we are going to do, I will teach you the inheritance. Inheritance is one of the most important topic, and I'll teach you in such a way so that you'd be able to answer all the questions. Right? Okay. People,
Okay.
do you have any question query for me? Any question query if anybody has? Like if you have any question, I don't know, you don't have doubt and all, right? If you have, let me know. Don't hesitate. Don't think of silly questions, right?
Okay.
What your question you have, please?